Sì, buongiorno. All right. I completely forgot that I um told myself I will no longer just keep forcing myself to trade every day, and I would instead only trade when I see a significant edge. And I completely forgot that apparently yesterday and just went long shortly after the bell rung, at the top of a candle here, right before it turns around and drops, and ended up losing money yesterday. Um, so yeah, that was stupid. And also, we had um, a how many ways can I say that this? We did have a supply form, and the supply was broken, and we broke through and created another supply. But what ended up happening is on VIX, we created a demand. Although VIX was choppy. Watch, look. Let me see if I can just focus in on yesterday. So you can see supply was formed, demand was formed here, demand failed. New demand formed here in confluence with the trend line, which was where I should have traded, which was my plan initially. Had I followed my plan, I could have made decent money yesterday. And had I sold here at supply, but initially we had what looked like a rejection at that supply, but we pushed through, chopped here, and then made a new high of the day. I forget that sometimes when a new high is created, but then we don't continue further, there's no follow through, and we start to fall, that fall can be pretty strong, and that's what happened. Oh yes, I forgot. The daily neighbor closing the door in a way that she has to let everyone know that she's leaving. Um, we had what looked like a possible bounce here at the trend again, but then that failed and then resulted into a further sell, which, as you can see overnight, we've never reclaimed this trend again, nor have we come near it. Or at least we haven't on Thinkorswim. It does look like we did on TradingView, but TradingView's different with their trends. And this is a 15-minute, right? Hold on. No, this is the hour. That's why it looks different. Okay. Well, even still, even with the 15-minute from my TradingView chart, I have another line here, it looks like. So I don't know. Here, let me show you what I'm looking at because I'm looking at it on my iPad. Oh, and I had someone leave a comment on one of my videos saying that I have way too many levels and I need to clean up my chart, which is possible. It's possible, but here's my question with that. This is what I don't understand. Even though we've rallied, the spots that Adam Mancini has given as possible resistances are already here. I don't have to re-put them or replace them or add them. They're already there, so it saves me time because these were key levels before, if that makes sense. And I don't know. I remember somebody asking Adam Mancini if he um, keeps his levels over time or if he adds new ones. And I remember him replying that he redoes his levels every day. But my question is, when you do that, when you redo your levels, do you redo them from 4,400 to 4,000? Do you redo all the levels? Or do you just check the chart and adjust the levels, is what I'm saying. Do you erase all of your levels and start over from scratch? That's my question. And the other thing is, and I've said this many times, the only way that I can erase my levels on both Thinkorswim and TradingView without removing my trends, it, there is no way, is what I'm saying. Your choices with editing your drawings on TradingView is as such. Get rid of them all or don't get rid of them. That's it. That's the only option they give you. Get rid of them all or don't get rid of them. So that would mean I would have to manually go in and delete each and every line all the way up to the top, all the way through, delete every single one, and then I guess when I get Adam's newsletter, replace the levels. But that's something else this person commented. They said that I need to stop relying on other people, and if I can't find the levels and the trends myself, then I shouldn't be trading. I don't agree with that part. Um, I don't agree with that because one thing I remember reading and learning is that the best way to the best way to learn anything, really, is to have a good master, to have a good teacher. To try and learn it all on your own, all by yourself, is either extremely difficult or impossible, right? And I am for the most part trying to do this by myself. The only people I follow is Adam Mancini. I used to join these other discords and whatever. First I did the Carmen Rosito um supply demand thing. I did the discord there, but that was back in 2020, and that's when I was following like 20 plus different stocks and whatever. And then it was like around 2021 that I started following Adam Mancini. But I didn't subscribe to his newsletter until like the end of 2021, beginning of 2022, and started learning from him. Now the problem is he does futures and I'm doing SPY options, so it's difficult to try and translate his teachings there. So that there's a not a miscommunication, but there's a an issue there. So I don't know. Maybe I'll try it. Maybe I'll try and erasing all of my drawings and starting over from scratch, and then only putting the levels that I see, like I've done on my SPY here. My God, I hate thinkorswim so much. So here, it's no longer sloppy. I mean, I don't know if you call this sloppy, but now I only have my dailies, weeklies. Um, I did one monthly, and that's basically it. How helpful will this be though? I don't know. I don't know. And here's the thing. There were times where I did everything on my own and still, messed up, still wasn't making money. The best period I've had was in 2020, the summer of 2022, last year. I was making consistent wins. I think I got 7 wins in a row, if I recall. I even remember tweeting it to Adam Mancini saying how great it was to follow him in his newsletter. I have gotten 7 wins in a row, and I just felt great. Then September rolled around, and it just all went downhill. And I kept losing money little by little by little by little until eventually almost $3,000, $2,000 were down the hole in 2022. Now we're in 2023, and again, I've checked it on Thinkorswim. I'm down almost $400 so far. Although one thing that this person said that I find fascinating, this person that commented, they said, trading is the hardest easy money you can make, which sounds right. It makes sense. Anyways, let's get to it. So I know my camera is pretty dark because I woke up this morning and it was pouring rain, which I gotta tell you, it doesn't rain very often here in Miami Beach since I've been living here. It's very rare that it rains, especially during the morning. Usually when it rains, it's in the middle of the afternoon, when everyone's the time you would need to make it rain to make everyone wet because everyone's, out doing things, getting out of work. So let's read Adam Mancini's tweet. I did read it this morning, but um, all right. After a 130-point rally, ES is doing what it always does, chop. 4280 was my key support yesterday and now has been here for 24 hours. Tactical action expected. Plan today, 4278, 4268 are supports. So let's go to ES and look again. 4278, 4268 are supports. I'm curious why he said that, being that it looks to me like 4274 is support right now. And I do have that support on my I just realized I have that support listed here on my, oh, I know why. Because when I read his newsletter yesterday and started adding my levels, I put the levels for TradingView, but I didn't do it for thinkorswim yet because I still had work to do, even though it was after, technically my work had ended. It was after 5 o'clock. Um, and I got a tweet from the landlord, even though he came here this weekend to take pictures, he wants me to take more pictures. I mean, this guy, man. And I was actually on the road. I was gonna run errands, and then he calls me like, "Well, I'm here," and I'm here thinking, "Okay, you have this is your property. You have keys to the property, and even if you don't, you can go to security and get the key from them. What every time he comes here, he has this expectation that I have to be here and stay here the entire time that he's here. And when he decides he wants to have a conversation or whatever, I gotta, indulge him. And I'm a very private person. I don't like renting for that very reason that I have to deal with someone coming here. But he was just here to take pictures. I don't need to be here to help him do that. But whatever. But now he wants me to take more pictures. So I tried yesterday, but um, I kept getting phone calls and my phone wasn't cooperating. I got to change this case, which is, I would say, about 5 years old. And this phone I got in 2016, the iPhone XR, whatever. Terrible camera, by the way, which I'm gonna take the pictures later on today. He's gonna have to deal with those terrible pictures. Um, right, so we started off today with a sell-off, whatever. But I'm gonna go back to what I said before. I'm only gonna take trades when I see a pattern form and prices acting on that pattern. But here, let's take a look at VIX now. I was right yesterday, um, that we would get wait, no, wait a minute. Why does it look different now? Oh my God, dude. Okay, let me try and be patient. This is the 515. This is yesterday. I'm blown away, guys. I'm totally blown away. This is definitely thinkorswim. This is thinkorswim doing what it always does. If you saw my video yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, didn't we bounce off of the first level of the megaphone? I remember we did. We bounced off the first level of the megaphone and we had a reaction from there. And it was here. This is where the megaphone bounced. On a 5 minute, it looks like it bounced above it. On a 1 minute, again, above it. If I go to the 115 or the 515, it looks like it never came close. Or no, actually, it looks like it, okay, hold on. Let me go back to the 5 minute again. Okay, on the 5 minute, it was above. On the 15, it went below. So yeah, this is why I despise thinkorswim, because the chart yesterday in the same time frame doesn't look the same as it did the following day. This trend was here. That's where this bounced. But my God, man, just so annoying. That this inconsistency is unacceptable. It's ridiculous. Anyways, it looks like a level clearly was formed here. Let's go ahead and add that, since the levels seem to be one of the few somewhat consistent things you can rely on in TradingView. I mean, thinkorswim. I know I'm not crazy, but hey, maybe I'm wrong, because I put another review for that terrible Satva pillow because those a-holes removed my last review and haven't offered any kind of solution for me. And last night I woke up a couple times with a headache, and at one point I woke up and my ear was aching. This is what it feels like. Take a towel, fold it up, and put it on a hard surface and lay on it. That's what that pillow feels like. And like I said yesterday, I made a mistake working for my firm that cost the case because I put the wrong date of a court and the attorney didn't show up because she didn't know the case was yesterday and not today. And then yesterday, towards the end of my of work, I had to calendar another case that I typed up a notice of hearing for, and it was for August 8th. No, it was August 7th. My God. It was for August 7th. I'm looking at the document. It specifically said August 7th at 9 a.m. And I went to the calendar and I told myself, focus, you dummy. Pay attention. This is for the 7th. And I started clicking all, because the thing is, it's not so simple as simply just clicking a date in the calendar, because that would be nice, but the people who made this program, it's a program called My Case, are idiots. It's a terrible program in my opinion. Um, you can't put many things by default. So if you're working for a small firm and it's always the same attorneys, they don't give you the option that you can just select the same attorneys. They don't give you the option that you can select the same reminders. Everything has to be done from scratch. So I have to select the attorneys, select the reminder so it's consent to the attorneys. I think that's the stupidest thing. If 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 you're an attorney assigned to the case, you want reminders about the court, wouldn't you? But this stupid program makes you have to go through another step. Anyways, whatever. It's just an asinine program. So I got to select about a half, no, maybe about a dozen different things I need to select. And one of those things, of course, is the date and the time. But I try and make sure I select all the other things first because they're important, as important. And then I selected the date and time. And as I'm doing it, I was saying in my head, it's August 7th, it's August 7th. And I was about to hit submit and I looked, and amazingly, subconsciously, I selected the 8th. I was so infuriated with myself that I actually hit myself in the head. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I don't understand how I'm making these stupid mistakes, but I can't focus. It feels like every day I'm fighting exhaustion. Like every day my brain's gonna melt out of my ears from being fatigued. And I told you before, I have these painful lipomas on my body where if I sleep on one side, it hurts very bad, and I can't sleep at all. And if I sleep on my other side, I have to adjust myself in a way that my ribs don't press on the lipoma on my other side. So sleep is frustrating for me. It's difficult. It's painful between the pain of the lipomas, my insomnia, my restless leg, the pillow giving me headaches, and I never ever get a good night's rest. And I'm pretty sure that has a compounding effect on me, and I can't focus. And yeah, I made that stupid mistake. So no doubt that translates to me trading as well. Because if there's one thing you want to be alert and focused for is this, trading this. Anyways, um, if I can trust this terrible system, it would appear that, hold on, let me select an option for today. Just select something. Okay. So it would appear that we've gone from the outer megaphone back to the inner part of the megaphone, and one would expect that we would reject here, and that may even be what is happening right now, but it seems like there's nothing going on. Okay, so that is what happened. So it looks like that big candle, even though it looks like it's not moving, it's going down. Although I only see a very slight recovery on ESO. And here's something else I wanted to point out and I forgot to. My daily, I was hoping that we might reach this and bounce. Good Lord. Okay. Are you kidding me? No matter how much I zoom into this, it won't show the daily. There he is. Okay. Good Lord, man. Okay. I can't zoom in too much or it won't show the daily. So we came close to this daily and we're bouncing. But this isn't enough for me to take the trade. It isn't. I'm only going to trade patterns. And as of right now, to be honest, I don't see a single pattern anywhere. No channels, no nothing. I tried to clone this. Actually, that's what I did. I cloned this and created another. Let me see if I can do it. I did it on TradingView just this morning, actually, right before I started the video. Let's go to a 1030. I cloned this and I moved it down here, like right above here, mainly to show the bounce here. Actually, it was sort of down here. No, that's exactly where it is on TradingView. Almost exactly. So anyways, but yeah, still not really a pattern. I don't see a pattern. I don't see a channel. I don't see a head and shoulders, a megaphone, a triangle. I see nothing. And like I said, last week when we had that, it wasn't really a channel, but we had that it was an expanding channel form going downwards, and we broke out of that channel and started rallying. That's when I should have taken my trade. I know I keep saying it again and again, but if I had chosen the Friday expiration and chosen the target that Adam Mancini had been saying again and again, 4280, and if I could have figured out, well, I don't know how I'll be able to figure out what that would be on SPY, but I would figure probably 428 on SPY, and then took that as a swing, could have been a good, it would have been a great trade. All I can do now, I guess, is just wait for the next pattern to set up, and that probably won't even happen this week. We may spend a good portion of this week just chopping around. And again, if I recall, God, why is there like 10 different ways of pulling up news? We've taken a look at the seasonality, and the beginning of June looks somewhat bullish. But then basically, to me, this just looks like chop. This is chop. And May turned out exactly the way, we had a sell-off most of the beginning of May, and then towards the end we had a powerful rally. And it kind of blended or kind of moved on into, actually no, that powerful rally happened, yeah, no, at the end of May, yeah, that's it. We had a good rise. Because I remember May 24th, it was a Thursday, and then yeah, it was Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday we had a pretty good rally. Then Monday, Tuesday, or something like that, whatever. But it did follow kind of what's going on here. But from this, it looks like we're going to be having quite the big pullback. It might be choppy until later on this month, but then we're going to have quite the drop. So I don't know if that's going to play out. Okay, good, that was accepted. Well, on VIX now, I'm still just looking. I may not trade, but I still want to watch the market and see what happens. We've now just turned around fully. Is this the call? Yeah. Well, here, if I had paid attention to the VIX, here's a pattern I could have traded based on the VIX, is that we rejected off of this this megaphone and started going down. That was Adam Mancini, but I want to finish this thought. I could have gotten in here at 25, 26, and we can see if this will continue to push down and maybe try and sell at 35, 36. Now VIX has made a new low from yesterday, and this is quite the powerful candle. But what's interesting is it doesn't seem to translate on ES. Yeah, we had this spike up, but we still need to recover. But we did bounce at 4268, which is what Adam Mancini gave. Hold on, here's his tweet. As posted many times, 7 of the last 9 weeks, has been stuck in a cycle of Thursday, Friday melt up, Monday, Tuesday chop or pullback. 4268 support just tested. Key zone. Bulls want to see a push here with 30 minutes ideal. 4278, 4288 up next. Fail here, dip continues to 4254, 4243. So I guess if you were being bearish and you decided to go, you wanted to go short at the fail of 4274, which was support overnight. Now that we've lost it, you want to see a bounce back to 4274 with a follow-up rejection. Now, if you're a bull and you went long, you don't want to see that. You want bulls to recover, to reclaim 4274, and at least try and reclaim this trend. Right now, I'm just on the sidelines. I'm not doing either. Yeah, it looks like they're succeeding. Maybe. Anyways, I'm not trading this action. This is just nothing for me. The edge was definitely last week, Thursday and Friday. That was the edge, and if I had not sold early on both days, I could have brought my account back to where it was a few weeks ago. Still, the only pattern I could have traded, but the thing is, I see it only on VIX. But then again, I guess I should have put the level here. That was my this is stupidity and laziness on my part. Adam Mancini said 4275 and 4268. And I didn't mark 4268. And this is how I end up with lots and lots of levels, because these are the levels that Adam Mancini gives. Why would I not follow Adam Mancini? I mean, you follow my videos. How many times is he wrong? How many times have you seen the price go exactly to the level he said? Like yesterday, he said 4304 was the target. Not once, but twice we got to 4304 and rejected. We blew past, no, that's not the right word. We eked past it slightly at to like, $1.75, but then fell back down. And here today, in this tweet, I read it before the market even opened. He said 4268 was support. I'm going to go back to his original tweet, if I can. 4278, 4268 equals supports. He said it. So if I had this morning simply put a buy-in around, or just waited for 4268 to be tested and then went long, and then I saw in confluence to that, VIX was going to be rejecting at the inner megaphone, I would have been fine. I remember what I said. If I had gotten in at 25.26, I can set my sell at 35.36 and just scalp a quick $10, and there it is. And we're not too far from the current low of VIX for the year. So this is quite the push. VIX just turned around. So yeah, I should have taken that trade. But it's easy to say that after the fact, because like I said, we could have just as easily retested 4274, 4275 and then rejected. Although I think this is a level. I'm probably completely wrong. It really should be 4278. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just move this to 4278. I mean, still, it looks like to me this was it, but I rather trust Adam Mancini over my own. So we'll go to 4278 and we'll zoom in and see. I mean, I don't know. It seems like it's not support to me, but hey, he was right on 4268. And here's the thing. I wish I knew why 4268 is a special level, but I can't figure it out. I don't know why. It looks like we created supply at 4270, and that level was never tested again. So yeah, and we almost made it to 4278, and you know, it's being sold down again. So I don't know. I would be more inclined to say, you know what, I can't. I'm gonna do it. It just doesn't make sense to me. It hurts my eyes to look at it. 4275 to me is the support. It just makes more sense. Or even maybe move it up to 4276 right here. See, that looks beautiful. Look, I'm gonna zoom in. Support, 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 support. Which is probably why bears don't want this to be reclaimed. But hey, if you decided to go long here and exit most of your positions here and leave a couple runners, if you got in at 25, or no, let's be less. Let's say you got in at 27 for 10 options, and you wanted to sell at 38. Although to be honest, you might have been filled here at 38. You may have to go ahead and take the commission, take the loss of commission, and sell 9 of your positions here at 37, and you'll make 80 bucks minus sell all your positions here at 37. You'll make 90 bucks less the commission, so it's 80 bucks, unfortunately. But whatever, man. Backing away and just ultimately thinking of the big picture. This is not tradable for me. There's no edge. Although, hold on. Why does this look like it's narrower here and wider here, even though I cloned this? Oh my God, it's because it's Thinkorswim. Man, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I despise this program so much. Sometimes when you duplicate and you move the trend, it bends. I've seen it happen a couple of times in TradingView, but it rarely happens. But on Thinkorswim, it happens very often. And the only way for it not to happen is for you to zoom way out to where you can encompass the entire trend. Then you can clone it and move it. But the problem is, if you're zooming out that far, you're not able to ascertain exactly where it should be moved, and that's the problem. And it's just one of the many, many reasons why I hate this program. So I can't clone it. Watch. Duplicate, move. You see how it just is skewed, it bent? So I can't do it. I can't duplicate it and line it up to where I want to line it up to, because the stupid program won't let me do it. I've noticed people who like using this program are pretty smart, like that Trade Brigade guy, but their charts are very simple. There's not a lot of trend lines. There's just it's the thing is, it's like buying the most complicated what's that fancy car called again? Bentley, with all the buttons and gadgets. But the only thing you ever do is drive the Bentley from the garage to the front of the house to be cleaned and then back again. And that's all you really do. You don't really use any of all the gadgets and bobbits and buttons. So it doesn't make sense to me. But anyways, it's pointless to even sit here and make any videos because I'm not making any trades. I don't see anything. I mean, yes, we just created a demand here, but I don't know how long that's gonna last. And we did test 4268, but we haven't reclaimed 4278. And Adam Mancini said within the first 30 minutes Next 30 minutes, we need to do that. Again, all of it irrelevant. I don't have an edge. I don't see any patterns. So will Dow continue to lead or will the NASDAQ take over? Where's the button for I don't care? But still, this little scalp would have been good, especially if we could have gotten in right here. I should have put a buy in. I should have put the level 4268. Although where in 426, I don't know. Because look, I can adjust this level all throughout here. But anyways, if I could have gotten at 25, 26, and at the worst 27, could have sold at 37 and scalped $9, which I'll gladly take. I need to crawl my way back up to where I was. Technically speaking, I could still go long if this can retest 4268 again. But my point of view, if bulls fail to bring this up and reclaim 4278, and if this goes back down and retests 4268 now, is it gonna fall? Probably likely, yeah. And what did Adam Mancini say is next if we do lose 4268? 4254 and then 4243. So let's see if we have that matched up. 4254, which is here. This is matching up somewhat with this with the megaphone. That'll be the megaphone retest. And then 4243, which is a major level. I didn't even notice that when I first looked at it because I'm an airhead. 4243 is a major level. I have it here, but I still have it red. Ah, that was the beginning of our rally on Friday. I want to put like a square here, but it's not as easy to do as it is in TradingView. TradingView, you can just select square, quickly draw it easily, and you can just drag it and move it around. On Thinkorswim, you have to, of course, go into drawings, select it, and if you didn't select it at the right spot, you gotta here in TradingView, I can simply just put the cursor over and just select and bring the square up to match the level. Not here. If I move it, I move the entire square. And then I can simply just select and just pull the chart over so I can see emptiness over here, and then drag the square over. But not here. Here I have to go into it, edit it, and then increase the date to increase the size of the square. So, or increase the length, I guess. I don't know. If I were Adam Mancini, maybe he did a small test here to see if it bounced, but he probably already sold when it got close to 4278. And maybe he would prefer a test of 425, was it 55? 4254? A test of the megaphone, because I think this is the megaphone, if I recall. Yeah, that's the megaphone. So we may bounce at a retest of the megaphone, or we may bounce at the point where we rallied on Friday, which is confluent with one of the multiple trends that I have here. Although, for now, bulls are still turning it around. But I still think 4275 is support. I have this sense of dread when a new email comes because I'm wondering if it's going to be some task that I don't know how to do, and am I going to screw up and whatever because I can't freaking focus. But sometimes it's junk emails, and I hate that. I hate I hate that these people send you junk email while you're at work instead of sending it overnight. And there should be like a law that if you're sending some junk email, some promotion, it has to be sent between like, the AM hours, not to interrupt people when they're actually working. I thought such a law existed. All right, I'm gonna step away. Because the more I look at it, the more I'm tempted to take a trade to see if I can scalp a quick win. And like for example here, oh no, I take it back. I only have 27 bucks. If I was wondering if this would pull back enough close to 4268 again that I can get in at 27, and if the bulls can turn it around and push it up to like 33, 34, I can make $5 just to make up for the loss I had yesterday of $5 with commission. But of course that means I need to make $6 today to make up for that because I have to pay for the commission today. But it looks like the bulls are slowly, and oh, still, despite this chop, VIX is just dropping, which should tell me, hey, let's take it. I mean, I should have went long from when VIX was here, but it just looked like there was just one. I didn't notice this. I just saw a big red candle, and that's it. But it's continuing to push down, and I have a feeling if they can break past the previous low that was set on Friday, then this thing might pop today. So yeah, unfortunately, if it had gone down a little bit more, I could have gotten in at, it'll take my entire tiny account, but I could have gotten in at 27. And if we can continue to push a little bit more, I could sell at 38. There it is, 38. Could have sold here and just made myself $10. And a lot of people are buying in here, it looks like, getting some volume. So it's picking up, which is exactly what Adam Mancini said. So 4268 quickly tested, and bam. So if I could do futures, I can put my buy-in right here at 4268, and I'll already be up. I mean, I don't know how much I'll be up because I don't know how futures works, but we've already gone up 10 points. Oop, look at that quick sell. All right, that tells me I should add a level here of 426, 4278. Whatever, I don't care. I'll have 4278. And for now, it's resistance. But unfortunately, bulls have also lost 4275 now with that sell. But hey, again, if you got in at 30.28 and you set your sell at 38, you would have been filled. You saw it. Or, well, hopefully you would have been filled. So anyways, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put an alert if this thing gets below 26. I should put 27, but I'm putting 26. Oh, and look where VIX is appearing to be apparently bouncing. Just above the low from Friday. So we're not quite ready to break through that just yet, but I think it's gonna happen. Sometime today, I think we're gonna make a new low in VIX. I might be wrong. But I have a feeling bulls won't retest 4268 again. They're going to focus on reclaiming 4275, 4278, and then pushing back up. And once they can reclaim 4278, it should probably pop, at least to this trend. Let me see if I can find possible resistance, though. Our Adam Mancini did say where our target is. Jesus Christ, stop going to the main screen and just keep it on Adam Mancini. 4288 is up next. So right here. Do I have it on my trading view? I kind of do, but I have it at 4285. Right. Yeah, you know what? I like 4285, 4286 better, but you know what? I'm just going to put it there. I'm going to put it there, 4286. Not that I'm going to take a trade, but if I were, I would sell here if we were able to reclaim. If I got in and I was stubborn, didn't want to sell, and we were able to reclaim all of this, this is definitely where I would sell. Anyways, all right, this video is long enough. And VIX is trying to go back down to that current low, so I think that's going to break through today. Like I said, we're probably going to break through this today, and that's going to probably open up the path for SPY and ES to go ahead and pop and rally. So yeah, this was the time for me to get in down here at 25 or 26, because that's all I could afford. And if hypothetically I could have gotten in multiple options, I would have sold most of them here at 37, 38. Hold off on a couple of runners with a stop loss, you know, right at where I got in to break even, and see if these can go ahead and break through, which it looks like it will do. Yeah, we've gone lower. We're right at the low. So VIX is continuing to drop even lower. So we're about to break through this, and there it is. So if I did get in at 27, there it is. See that pop? If I got in at 27, 10 options, sold 8 at 38, so I can make 80 bucks with commission paid for, and then have the last two options there. If this can make it to maybe 58, 68, those last two options will make me as much, if not more money. Now the volume is kicking in. And now we've made a new low of the year for VIX. Still, it could turn around and drop. But here was a scalp that could have been made easily. And yeah, like I said, if you were doing futures, you can just buy right here at Adam Mancini's level. Sell most of your positions at 4278, which is the next level up. Hold a couple of runners for the next level, which is 4288. It all seems so simple. But I didn't take the trade. I wanted to see a pattern, but I did. The pattern was right here on VIX. But really what I would like to see is a pattern on both VIX and ES. But that's not what happened today. And there it is. It's off to the races now. So let's see if it'll make its way to 4288, which it's already almost about to do. You can set your sell here. When it gets to that point, this is probably going to be worth about $58, maybe $60. So again, if you had gone in 10 options at 27, sold 8 at 38, made 80 bucks, held on to the last two, and have those sold at 58, then you'll make an additional 60 bucks to your 80 bucks just on the last two options. Anyways, I'm going to walk away for a bit. So just a quick update. If we had taken this hypothetical trade long at 27 down here as I hypothetically explained, and we sold 8 of those 10 options here at 38, locking in 80 bucks of profit right there, and that would also pay for the commission, and then held 2 options and then had those set to sell at 68, which I thought would be the next level. We actually made it to 69. So here, 69. So we probably would have gotten sold at 68, I think. I like to think we would have. Let's assume we did. then on those last two options, we'll make an additional $80 to add to the 80 we made on the first 8 options. So 160 for the day. Not 100% profits, but definitely more than 50%. So a decent trade in chop like this. Still, I just jumped out the shower, and I'm racking my brain trying to figure out what is the significance of 4268, and I can't. I can't figure out what it is. I don't know if it's a trend. I don't know what it is. I want to ask Adam Mancini, but the problem is, wait a minute. Hold on. I have something on TradingView here. This is a trend. I don't remember where I put this trend, and I remember adding it. Let's go to a 4-hour. Which one of these is this? It's this one. So this one is, okay, I get it. I was confused as to why he didn't start up here, but he's adjusted it to be here because this was the most recent touch. Okay, let's see if I can also find that on Thinkorswim. I doubt I will, because it's Thinkorswim, but let's see. I will need to go to a 4-hour. Let's try the 364-hour. I think I did try it. I did. Is this the January? No, this is August. No, this can't be. Oh, it's because it's trying to fit it. Oh my God, I just don't understand. Okay. This is August of 2022. Okay, so this is a 360 day. I need something bigger than that. All right, let's try this one instead. No, because the one on TradingView, when I go to 4-hour, this is January of 2022. But this is the high. This is the high, so this is January of 2022. Okay, so this is it. Yeah. Okay, so then, which one is it then? Because I can't look at it the way I can look at it in TradingView. I can't. Okay, you know what? Can I edit this? Customize list. 364-hour. How do I edit that? Maybe instead of 360. God, I hate Thinkorswim. The way they limit. They give you so much things you can do, but limit how you can do it. It's just, oh my God. What I'm looking for is I'm looking for like a 2-year 4-hour or something like that, or a 1.5 4-hour. But the highest I can do is 360 days. This thing's freaking rallying, man. We've just blown past 4288. I give up. I can't. I hate this program so much. Just whatever. So now I know what significance 4688 is. It's a trend from back in January that Adam Mancini had placed. I think that might be it. I don't know. Maybe it isn't. But I can't find the trend on this trash application Thinkorswim because it just adjusting the time frame is such a complicated, annoying thing for this program. But this thing's blasting off. So yeah, this was the trade today, man. This was the trade to make today. And VIX just continues to keep pushing lower. So I had 3 confluences. Forget the whole supply demand stuff. Just Adam Mancini's level, confluence number 1. Damn it. Oh my God, man. I can't even focus, man. Adam Mancini's level was confluence number 1. Confluence number 2 was the VIX rejecting from this inner megaphone. But what threw me off this morning was the fact that this inner megaphone was where we bounced off of yesterday. For a fact, I know that's what happened. Absolutely, that's what happened. I remember it in my video. I can pull it up. It rejected off the inner megaphone and then went up too close to this weekly. So that's why I didn't know how much I can trust this today, but there it is. It's a rejection off the inner megaphone. And this, I might even get rid of this. We didn't even, well, we did reject off of it yesterday, so I don't know. And just continue going down. So this would have been an awesome trade today. If I could have gotten in one option and just held it up until now, that's almost $60 profit right there, tripling my account. Well, doubling really. Whatever, man. Oh yes, I forgot to mention confluence number 3. Let me remember that. The confluence, there's 3 confluences. The first one was Adam Mancini's level. The second one was the VIX, rejecting off of here. And the third one, and I didn't mention it at all today, I think I did, maybe I didn't, was that I had a daily right here. Thing is, none of these are really patterns, right? That's what I was saying. I wanted to trade a rejection of a pattern. And none of these were really patterns, but there were enough confluence to suggest maybe you should have taken the trade. The other problem is, and I gotta be honest here, it's hard for me to size down because Adam Mancini says that on days where you expect chop, size down, and on the days where you expect a good strong trend, that's when you want to really put in the money. But I can only put in what I can put in. I don't, my account's so small, that's all I can really do. I'm trying to see if, in fact, there was a pattern that I missed out on. The thing is, this day kind of throws it off. This pattern basically is created pre-market, so I don't think it'll show up the same on ES, but let's see. It's funny how I see these things only after the fact. What was it? That was midday on Friday, so was that here? Oh, there it is. Lovely, lovely. The timing of me seeing this. Well, I wanted to only trade patterns. There's one. Or maybe I'm just finding, no, the bottom one looks pretty clear, but where I start is a bit iffy. I don't know if it's the same as I have on SPY. It looks like I started off at what looked like a demand that was formed here, but on ES, it's not really that clear. Yeah, so it's here. Hold on. So then maybe I don't have this properly. Remove. Remove. So it was this demand. That's where I started the. So is it more like this? Yes, because this dipped down. I don't know. This might be more appropriate. Duplicate. And that looks better. That looks better. So yeah. Retest of Adam Mancini's level, or a test of his level. Still, I don't know if I could have gone in here. Maybe if I chose a further out strike, if I had chosen instead of 428, a 429, then yeah, I could have gotten a couple options, in fact, today here, and that would have been a good trade. Sorry guys, I was reading an email really quick and it sounds like water is dripping inside my apartment, but I'm pretty sure it's the jerk upstairs doing something. Okay, so I had thought that we might reject off of this trend, and it looks like that is what's happening so far. Adam Mancini's target was 4288, but he did tweet while I was in the shower. Let's see what he said here. Clean follow through in ES. I posted 4268 was support, and bulls wanted to see a bounce within 30 minutes with 4278, 4288 targets. We held and nearing 4288 target now. This was 23 minutes ago. We'll likely need to base more than clearance targets 4307. 4268 must keep holding, or we get another leg down. So here it is. I guess I can put a test. Here's what probably will happen. If we were to sell back, we may retest this breakout here. So what I could have done is I could have traded this breakout, but I don't know if this would have worked. This is the candle I would have entered in at 10:30. Yeah, it would have worked. I could have gotten in here. Yeah, that definitely would have worked. I would have been able to get in here at the retest of this channel and then ride it up to the top of this trend. So let's say from 23, 25 is the latest I could have gotten in. No, maybe 26. And then roll that up to, well, it wouldn't make it to 56, unfortunately. But to be honest, I don't know if I would sell that high. If I got in at 25, for example, I probably would put my sell limit at 45, being greedy, or 46, I should say. So I could make 20 bucks, and that would have worked. But anyways, so I asked for a pattern. One was there, I just didn't see it. I may even adjust this a little bit. No, I think that's where it should be. I was tempted to adjust it to here, but I don't know if that really makes sense, but I guess it could. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. And that is actually where I have it on SPY now that I look at it. Zoom in here, touch, 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 and on SPY, touch, 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 touch. So yeah, this is where I should have gotten in. Now that I see this channel that I didn't see earlier because I was being a fool, now we have 4 confluences. Confluence number 1, Adam Mancini's level, 4268. Confluence number 2, VIX rejecting off of the inner megaphone. Confluence number 3, SPY being just above this daily. And of course, big confluence number 4, the bottom of the channel here that's formed for both SPY and ES. So there it is. Okay, good, that's accepted. Yeah. I don't know how I didn't see this pattern, but I guess because I was focused mainly on yesterday, and this breakout here is what gave me the what threw me off, I guess. But yeah, I should have seen it. I actually downloaded a think script that would create trends, but it was terrible. It just did too many. I wouldn't doubt though that there's an AI that you can download that would find these patterns for you. And sometimes what you can do is, instead of just doing a simple channel, you can actually do like a, I don't know how to explain it, like a double channel. So where I wasn't sure which one should apply, then just put them both. See what I'm saying? So we have an inner and outer channel. But either way, doesn't matter anymore. My time came and went. I chose a strike. I mean, this strike would have worked still. The one I picked this morning, that's now at 80. this still would have worked, but I would have needed to have gotten in at the very bottom because that's the only way I can get in my account. But if I had, you can see here we reached over 100, over 100. So this would be a very good day to trade. Ah, well. Quick update. After this nice rally, when we broke out of, you know what? This looks annoying. It's starting to bother me. I'm sorry. The double outside thing. Just leave it like this. Whatever. This is better. Okay. After we broke out of or bounced here at Adam Mancini's level, 4288 was this target, but we peaked just beyond it and got to 42933, which I believe is close to this trend that I have here, which maybe I should adjust this a little bit, but I'm worried that if I do, this is going to happen. Watch. Yep. Freaking thinkorswim, man. So I can't adjust the trend because it'll get all skewed up and messed up. So, but whatever, we have it here. And SPY, I don't think SPY is going to show anything because I made that mainly for large time frames because I tried to clean it up as much as possible. So there's nothing here. But what I guess I could say is we just reached the high that we reached on Friday. Actually, we are creating a head and shoulders. I just realized that. I don't know how I can draw that on here. Yeah, all I can do is maybe draw a circle. Oh my God, dude. Sorry, I can't move it over to draw the rest of this concluding. I'll just maybe bring it over when we can. I know there's a way that you can set it up so that SPY always shows an empty space over here, but I don't like that because then I'm losing real estate of the chart, if that makes sense. I rather what TradingView does is I can just move the chart over as far as I want and draw what I want to draw, then move it back. But it's thinkorswim. I had thought that we would bounce here, but apparently not. We didn't, because this would have been a confluence of this trend and VWAP. It wasn't the same on ES, but I thought that might happen on SPY. Also, we dipped below there as well, but 4278 was the next level we need to hold now. It looks like bulls are doing that. Didn't go down low enough for me to get in here at 428, but if I had picked 429, it did get low enough for me to get in. But I don't know if I want to do that. I rather play pattern breakouts, not when it comes back into the pattern. But that may not be the right move. Anyways, what else? There was something else I wanted to point out. Oh yes, on VIX, we are now retesting the previous lows and dropping down from there. So I may just change this to a level, because did we ever test that at any point? No. I may just make this a level and then bring this down here. So I'll do that now. So this is our current low. I'll just make this a new level. Although I don't want to make too many levels on, I might have to clean up some levels here on VIX. But yeah, looks like I was wrong. This could have been a nice play if I traded this one, but I wouldn't have known exactly where to get in. I mean, I want to say it bounced just at a random spot, but it didn't. 4278 was the next target, is 4268, 4278, 4288, and then the breakout would be above 4304. But again, it looks, if we drop from here, it looks like we're forming a head and shoulders, but you know what? It doesn't look as clear on ES as it did on, well, I don't know. I'll just leave the circles on SPY just to remind me that the head and shoulders might be forming, but anyways, this was the play today. This was the play. There was so many confluences. And I didn't think of it before, but a demand did form here, sloppy demand, but a demand formed here and was retested. But by that point, I don't think I could have gotten in the initial option I was looking at. It looks more clean here in SPY. So a very clean demand formed and was retested. So yeah, I could have gotten in there. I should have. What could I have? Again, the initial option I was looking at was 428. But let's just focus on this one here. So yeah, this one started at 10 o'clock. So yeah, I could have gotten in here. I almost could have, no, I don't think I would have had enough for two options. If I got in here at 12, I could have. But this retest didn't happen until 10 o'clock. So if I was really playing the retest, I would have to get in at 13, 14, or 15, and then let that play through. And it would have been a good trade. Could have sold at 46 and made myself 20 bucks. But yeah, so now we retested 428 and bulls are holding that and pushing that up. So that could have been a $15 to $26 trade. Whatever. All right. I'm just going to wait till the next pattern forms. It'll have to be tomorrow. It could be Wednesday. It could be Friday. All right. I need to step away because I'm just getting more and more frustrated watching this. But as you can see, we're just grinding back up. I was right. We never really closed below this channel. And had I gotten in down here, there was even a point where it was like 22, 23, or when I thought, you know what, I should just get back in. I'm not back in, but I should just risk it and get in, even if I could make a few bucks. And sure enough, we went from 23, and now here we are at 34. And VIX is just continuing to grind down now. We've made a new low on VIX. In fact, I'm curious if we're about to hit our 3-year low, which just baffles me that we're gonna grind this low. VIX will need a hard reset, and we're gonna need a real strong pullback, because for us to be making a new 3-year low now, with the economy the way it is, it blows my mind. And if I can, let me see if I can pull up VIX on because I remember redoing VIX. VIX absolute low, multi-month medium low. I didn't put a 3-year low because I used 3 years. Was it 3 years? Yeah, I used on Thinkorswim a 3-year week. That's what I used. So the last low was July of 2021. So let's see if we can find a similar thing here on TradingView. And we'll go with the weekly. So we hit an absolute low, looks like in 2006. 2006 December. So it must have been December. This must have been the December Santa Claus rally. And then November of 2017. The last time we were at a very strong low, it looks like we're almost there. So that was, yeah, this was June of 2021. June 28th, it looks like. So I'm going to change this color because I remember I added the color here. Yes. doesn't look as bright as I would like it to, but whatever. Why does, oh, because, damn it. I need to make sure the opacity of all of these are set high. Yes, okay, so let's go back to what I wanted initially, that color. And let's make this much bigger. Oh, that's as big as I can get it. So yeah, and I want to take a closer look at the megaphone. Yeah, we're breaking below the megaphone here, and we're almost about to make a 3-year low on VIX, which I just find amazing. A 3-year low on VIX, yet here on ES, if I back out to a weekly, we're quite a ways away from our high. But I know they don't really work that way anyways. So yeah, 4268 up to this channel and up to 4293, which is where I have a current resistance. Anyways, I screwed up. I should have traded today. I didn't see that channel form. I didn't acknowledge what was going on with VIX because I was too I was too confused about the fact that the trend lines look different from the way they did yesterday. And Adam Mancini gave his levels, and I made multiple mistakes this morning. I was just an idiot in every way. Just as usual, I prove I'm an idiot in different layers. Adam Mancini posted his levels on Twitter, and I didn't put them here. I should have put both the 4278 and the 4268 levels. I didn't. I didn't see this channel form. I didn't notice a demand had formed on both. A demand had formed on God bless it, on SPY right here. Demand had formed and then retested at 10 o'clock. So it didn't occur to me to pick a further out strike. Instead, I was looking at 428. I could have chosen 429. And then we got a retest of the channel, the pattern, and I decided to be stubborn and not trade it. And I could have gotten in here at 15. I could have said, hey, you know what? This pattern's going to reform. I'm going to try and get in as low as I can get in when it goes down. And I don't know if I could have gotten in this candle, but hey, maybe I could have gotten in at 15 if I was quick, and I could have sold at 36. And that would be 20 bucks right there. But there's no point in beating myself up or putting myself down. I missed it. There'll be other opportunities, hopefully. So I should not make another video for a while again, because this is going to be a long video. So real quick, we formed a supply here, and it was retested and we fell. Let me zoom in a little bit more, sorry. We formed a supply here, where my cursor is, and you can see we retested it and fell. That would have been a pretty good short if you sold in time, and that's when we retested the formation. We formed another supply after failing to proceed further and breaking this trend after making a new high of the day. And I think I remember saying yesterday that when we make a new high and it falls hard. Or was that Friday? I don't remember. And I was thinking earlier, I went to go make my smoothie at 12 o'clock. And this formed at 12 o'clock. Yeah, so at 12 o'clock, I thought, I wonder if I should take a short. I thought that. But then I thought, you know what, maybe we might end up bouncing at the formation again. But I generally thought about taking a short, but I didn't. And let's say I did take one on, to be looking SPY really quick. Let's say I decided to take the short. Hold on. Especially with this head and shoulder thing. Let's say I decided to take the short to 25, right? So I'll take a put at 25. Oh, then I would realize that's too far out of the money. So then let's try 27. All right, that looks like it's better. And if I had gotten in uh, sometime after 12 o'clock, we're here at 12 o'clock, so I would need to get in soon because I only have 27 bucks. So let's say I was able to get in at 26 and held up until recently and sold at, well, I'd like to say 66, but I don't know if I would have gotten filled here, but maybe. I don't know. Um, so yeah, and we may have another issue, another point where we recover just above 4278. But this is one of those weird times where, oh no, we're at 428. I was gonna say where ES is kind of close, like if ES is 4200, SPY is at 420, but no, that's not the case here. So now look where we bounced, exactly at 4278, and this could be the point where we recover again. So here's the point. Well, I couldn't have gotten in this option as much as I would want to. I don't have enough to get in at 28. If it went down just a little bit more, I could have gotten in. See, I have my alert set here. I could have gotten in again. I keep saying again. I could have gotten in at 25, 26, and already would have been up 10 bucks with that turnaround. Still, but the overall theme is that it's pretty choppy today. We can find some pattern in the chaos, but it's pretty choppy. But once again, bulls managed to, if this continues, we have 1 minute left, if this continues, they're gonna manage to close above the formation and maybe even above VWAP, although we're below it on SPY. Still, if we end up falling here, we will have formed, it looks to me like we will have formed a head and shoulder pattern. Not a very clean looking one, but when are they ever? And we start to fall. And if we lose this channel and we lose this daily, we're gonna have a pretty strong sell. I wonder why I don't have that daily. I have daily lower here on my hold on. God, what a mess. Yeah, it's hard for me to find another daily because I have to really zoom back a lot. I even know why I have this specific time. Oh, I know why I did this. One day I was so frustrated with dealing with Thinkorswim's time frames because you have to choose two time frames, the candle frame and the distance. You can't just simply choose a candle like you can on TradingView and just zoom out. Just zoom out. And if you can't zoom out anymore, then you choose a larger one. But look at this. I'm zoomed out and I can zoom on the 15-minute candle. I can go back to as far as, and I love this too. I can just put it anywhere here and it already shows me the full, the day of the week, the month, the year, everything. I get all the time information I want right here in an easy, convenient spot, right? With Thinkorswim, I can't do that. I can see the date up here, but the time, I won't get a specific time is what I'm trying to say. And what was the other thing that they showed? Like the day of the week, just not all the information is in one nice spot. All you get is just a date up here. That's it. I don't know. I just don't like Thinkorswim as my overall theme. I just don't like it. I don't know. Maybe I have to redo this again, clean this whole thing up. I don't know. It's just too much of a mess. But I really should go on my trading view and look up new levels. Okay. Sorry, let me go back to the 515. Oh, look, we're bouncing here. But on TradingView, I really should go back. I should probably just redo TradingView over the weekend, reset everything, redo the levels, and I need to redo my dailies here. Looks like I have a weekly here, at very least a weekly supply that formed here. So right now I'm just gonna go ahead and throw that in. I do think there's a way on TradingView for me to lock in certain patterns, like certain what am I trying to say? Certain diagrams, certain drawings, so that they don't go away if I erase everything. But I don't know if that's really if I can really do that. Looks like I have a daily here, but I already have something there. Anyways, yeah, I gotta redo this. I gotta erase all of these drawings and redo everything from scratch. But it looks like we didn't make that bounce after all on this pattern. So I added the channel here on TradingView, and you can see here multiple confluences here. I cloned this yellow trend. I've just been cloning it and moving it throughout because it just looks like it really belongs on multiple levels. And I even cloned one more down here, so this might be another spot where we might bounce if we go down. Although I know it's not a spot that Adam Mancini has. I think he gave 4254 as a spot that we might bounce. But yeah, this was a clear long, man. Multiple confluences right here that I just didn't see. So, oh well. Anyways, all right. My alert for 25 here just hit, but I do not think I'm going to take this long at this point. We broke out of the pattern, fell back into it, managed to get back out and create a nice clean demand, but unfortunately created a supply, two supplies stacked up, excuse me, and we broke back down, fell back into the level. So we're back at 4275, which I still think was a support, but I don't think it's going to hold here, being that we've been testing it so many times. But definitely the bulls would want to hold here. So I don't know. Watch I end up being wrong. Watch I could have gotten in here. If I had gotten in right when I started my video, I would be from 20. I'll be up $5 right now. So if it pushes a little bit higher, then I'll make up for whatever losses I had yesterday. But it could just as easily turn around. And quite frankly, after 1, 2, 3, 4 red candles, and after falling back into this formation, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If this rallies without me, it rallies without me. So be it. Hold on, I'm sorry. I just want to check something really quick. Because I left a review this morning with this horrible people, this horrible company, and the review was removed. My initial review was removed. So I'm curious if they're going to keep doing it. They could simply say, hey, your review was removed for XY reasons, but they won't do that. And I really dislike this company, man. And I gave them 1 star. So let's see. They won't let me see 1 star. There it is. Yep, they keep removing it. Every time I put the review, they keep removing it. All right. Screw you bastards. I'm gonna do it one more time. Unfortunately, I had it copied and pasted, and now I removed it because I had to put something else. But anyways, you guys don't need to see this. Sorry. All right. Incredibly, when I sent an email to respond to these people about the pillow, they sent a response back rather quickly, and somehow I was never aware of this. It was within minutes of me sending them a response. They sent me a response, and I had no idea. And let me tell you something. I truly despise Gmail and Outlook. I think they're both horrible email services. And when you have, I don't know if you've ever done this, if you had like a back and forth email with somebody and you go into Gmail to try and look at it, it's not set in chronological order. You might find certain emails in the top, and then you go somewhere in the middle is the email that they sent to me, and then at the bottom is like one of the earlier initial emails. It just makes no sense. So these people did send me a response, and this is way back in the beginning of May. Although what they're trying to offer is me is an extended period to try the pillow to see if I like it, which I definitely don't. And they want to send me something to switch out the pillow. But hey, look, wanna know another slap in the face? Remember I was saying how I'm probably gonna be wrong and this is gonna start rallying and yeah, and I'm gonna hate myself? Well, there it is. There it is. So I could have gotten in at 20 and we almost hit 40. Did we hit 40? Yes, we hit 40. So I could have got in down here at 20. Remember, remember the video was just a moment ago for you guys, but yep, could have gotten in. Could have gotten in at 20 and gotten myself a 15, almost $20 profit. And this is gonna keep pushing. Oh, and by the way, VIX just decided, you know what? We're just gonna drop even lower. So now VIX is pretty much at a 3-year low. Just wow, man. Wow. So there it is. Another opportunity I had to make money and I didn't take it. I didn't take it here when I could have and gone from 25 to to 105. That was the biggest move. Didn't take it here on the retest of the formation and came right back out. So I could have got in. No, actually, I couldn't do this one. It was the other strike. It was the 29 strike. I could have gotten at 15 and sold at like 30 something. But I put the alert on this one, this option. Wait, sorry. This is Thinkorswim. If I zoom in and then try and zoom out, it won't zoom out. I have to do this with the mouse because, this is a trash application. So I put my alert at 25. I hesitated. I didn't get in. I thought about getting in here, but then made excuses not to. And look at it go. This is gonna break. Oh, this is gonna pop up. It's gonna go above this. What is this? What? Oh, this is 426, 4286. It's gonna go above this level, and it's gonna push even higher. So I could have gotten in at 20 or 21, and could have set my sell at 40, 41 if I wanted to be greedy. Or even sell here. There it is, 41. Done. Could have just made 20 bucks right now. Man, I don't know, bro. I don't know. When I think about taking the trade, it's the worst time and it burns me. When I think I should take the trade and I don't and I make excuses and rationalize why I shouldn't, I get burned in the terms of this money that I left. I could have made money. I just need to somehow backward make everything inverse, do the opposite of what I think I should do. Because apparently it's just amazing. And look at it. It's just pushing even more. Could have gotten in down here. Could have gotten in down there. Didn't do it. This candle started at 1 o'clock exactly. So any point here, I could have gotten filled at 22 and maybe set my sell at 43. 20 bucks made right there. Oh my God, dude. All right, I'm about to shut this down and call it a day. I'm a bit annoyed with myself because earlier we dipped back down again, and I thought maybe 4275 will hold. And at that point, where is it? At that point, the option was down to like $10. And I thought, yeah, it's probably too risky to try getting back in. Maybe if we get a test at the bottom again. But I remember thinking earlier that 4268 is probably a level bulls don't want to revisit at all. They want to keep it from going there, and they're just building up for a charge. But when it came down here, I could have gotten two options at 10 bucks. And if I wanted to be greedy, hold them both up until the highest most, or I guess the major supply, which is right here. And look, we got to 42. So if I had jumped in a couple at 10 and sold both here at 41, I would have made 60 bucks today. It's not bad. It's pretty damn good. And then not too long ago, maybe this is like not even 10 minutes ago, we dropped down to here when this candle dropped again. And we got another little pullback. And I thought, you know what? I can try it again. I can try getting in a couple options at 10. And I got a text from the landlord, unfortunately, which distracted me. He claims a realtor wants to show the property tomorrow at 5:30. Didn't ask if I'm available, didn't ask if that time works for me. He just told me and then said thank you. So whatever, man. I have this stupid hope that he won't be able to sell it because of the economy and whatever, but it's asinine to even think that. This is a really good investment property, and what's likely going to happen, knowing my luck, which isn't good, he's going to sell it relatively easy, and he'll probably sell it for a price lower than what he offered me, and my mother decided not to help me get the unit. I remember this is my same mother who convinced me that it was absolutely necessary that I sell my one and only home that I bought when I was in my 20s. It was an absolute thing I had to do. She insisted it must be done. And it was one of the worst financial advice anyone has given me. And I sold it, made about 20 grand profit. She got the commission for the sell, and I sold it for like 140 in 2013, or is it 2014? And it's worth now, I would guess, around the 340 right now. And I can easily rent it out because it's a corner townhouse, 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath with a garage. It's a 1-car garage, mind you, but still a garage. I can easily rent that out. And if you watched my video yesterday, you saw people are renting rooms in their homes or in their apartments for like $1,500 to $2,000 a room. So I don't think it's too far-fetched to think that I can rent out my home for $3,000 a month. And the mortgage would have been due to be completed by, I think, 2030. So not only would I have a lot of equity in my home, I'll also, there's people who think or dream of working 30, 40 years and retiring. And I could have easily kept my home, and right now I could be bringing in passive income. Well, it's not really passive, My mortgage back then was around 1,100, and I bought my home in the year 2000, so I would have homestead tax exemption, so the taxes wouldn't kill me. My mortgage with, I would assume now with increased taxes and whatever, at max is maybe like 1,500. I doubt it, but when I had my home, my mortgage was around $1,100 a month. So I can't imagine it's that much more. The taxes, I don't know how much more taxes would have increased, but let's say for whatever reason, my mortgage went up to almost 2,000. I doubt that would happen. I doubt it would go up double through taxation. But imagine, let's just say my home's $2,000. I'll still be getting passive income of $1,000, less maintenance or whatever. Um, anyways, man, I'm just it's just frustrating. I don't even know how I got on this topic. Oh yes, I know. My distraction because of the landlord. So, knowing my luck, he'll easily sell this place for less than what he offered us. He wanted us to pay 215,000 for it, which wasn't bad, but considering the condition of this place, everything is cheap. Everything he did is cheap. Like these curtains and these rods he bought from Walmart, everything is cheap that he does here. So, if I think this place is not worth more than maybe 200,000, and that's pushing it. Because the AC needs to be replaced, the tile needs to be ripped up, and the floor needs to be properly redone. There's a point where here we walk where the tile kind of rises up like a hill, and as you're walking on it, it feels like you're walking on something hollow. So clearly he did something wrong. The paint work isn't very good. He came and he painted these walls himself, when the damage was done from when they installed these hurricane impact windows, which are garbage. Um, but yeah, some rich investor is going to come buy this property cash. They're going to want to remodel, and in doing so, they're going to make my life miserable as hell to remodel, and they're going to rent it out to someone for like 2,500 a month because the apartment next door to me was fully renovated. It's pretty nice. It's a corner unit. So the good news for them is they don't have to deal with anybody on the other side. Look at this. In the last 2 minutes as I'm yakking away, it dropped down where I could have gotten in. I could have gotten in, and look at it just rallying away. Today was just nothing but opportunities. Forget patterns or supply demand. Actually, no, supply demand works here. Here's a minor demand that was formed, retested, minor demand formed, retested. 5 minutes into the market closing, and I could have gotten in here, and look at this thing just running. Look at it, just blasting off. Some news or something came out, or they're expecting it to come out, and look at that. So in just 2 minutes, wow. Well, if you didn't sell here, what is this option? It's at 28, and SPY is just in 28. So yeah, we're in the money. We're at the money, I should say. But if you didn't sell soon, if I had got, well, look, listen, if I got in here and I saw this thing rallying like that, I probably would hit market sell just so I can get out and take what I can. But look at that. The irony is I could get in at 20, I could have gotten in at 26. I don't know if this is going to turn around. It probably will since I'm not in the trade. But it would have been extremely risky to buy this because the slightest little move down can send this from $25 to $5. I would literally blow my account in just 5 seconds. But you can see there, if I had gotten in at 26, which I could have afforded that, it's about to turn around and push back up. Maybe. I don't know. Granted, to be honest, all of the trades today would have been risky because this is all ODTE, and at any point these levels could have just failed because they've been tested multiple times. The only two, I would say, larger edge trades, like there was more chances of it going your way, was this trade this morning when we hit 4268 right at the bell. But look, here again, if I put my buy in at 26, could have just made 20 bucks. So even as I'm speaking, as you can see, another opportunity that I could have gone. Yes, it could have quickly gone the other way. It's a 50-50 trade, but look, it went in my favor. So I got in at 26, If I put my sell at 47, which just hit, I would have made 20 bucks. And we continue to go lower. VIX is now at 13.98. That is lower than it has been in 3 years. And I was reading a post someone had posted I've seen this meme many times on Instagram, which I spend way too much time probably looking at Instagram, but I find some of these things hilarious. Um, it posted somebody like crying, and they're saying how stupid they were, that they should have bought a home in 2008 when the housing crash occurred, and that was the best time to buy, but they screwed up and had to be born late, and they were only 7 years old. And it's funny, but I don't have that excuse. I was in my early 20s when I bought my home, and like I just told you, that was the biggest financial mistake of my life, selling my home. And what my mother would say in defense is she would say, well, that's because he screwed up and messed around with a girl that ruined his life when he was a police officer, and that's his fault. But that's not entirely true. Because of my stupid mistake, yes, I lost my career, I lost my retirement, but I did not have to sell my home. There was no there was no law that said, "Oh, now you have to sell your home." That was entirely my mother's decision, and she insisted that it be done. Insisted that it had to be done. Look at this, supply keeps holding it down, which is interesting. I'm actually I'm gonna move this, which has been nothing so far, and move it right here, because this is pretty intense, at least so far today. And I think this is also the high on Friday. No, was it? No, I don't know. No, this is Monday. God, this is Monday. Wow, I didn't realize we rallied that much on Monday. I mean, I forgot about it. Look, once again, maybe I could have gotten in and this might push up, but well, I was gonna say the volume might be low, but it's not that bad. But you know what? It's all too risky. Whatever. I can't help but wonder how many people are loading up on shorts at this point. And I really want to adjust this level down. You can see how it really should be touching here, but I can't. Let me see if I can just slightly, just the slightest move, so I'm gonna be dramatic. Oh, apparently I cloned it and didn't realize it. And this one was moved too far down. And let's see how it gets messed up. Yep, screw it. I can't. I hate this program so much. Anyways, so that's it, man. I had plenty of opportunities today, and I think I'm going to take off this head and shoulders because clearly that's not what's happening here. I think Adam Mancini did tweet that we've been making a bull flag since Friday. Let me just see if I can read that. Sorry, hold on one second. I clicked the wrong person. As we near the close, we are now right back to 4288 resistance in ES. This is like an hour ago, by the way. My target for today, all of the action since Friday, high now. Only on when I read, looks to be forming a bull flag. A significant move is close. 4307, 4317 remain targets whenever ES ready to make the move. Fails below 4268. Well, you know what would be wonderful is if I'm gonna keep this here. I don't know if this is the bull flag or if I should move this up a bit. I don't know where I would move it if I were to move it up. What do you think? I don't know. That's a pretty fat bull flag. You know what? Let's just put it back to where it was. I think it is forming a bull flag, and this is the breakout. This is the retest of the bull flag, and here we go with a full breakout again. I'm almost wondering if I should actually bring this down, the bull flag, but I'm just gonna leave it where it is. Yeah, I got the same thing in ES. But look, look. Remember, I said, oh, I wonder if I should go back in again, and it's just pushing up. So that's 20 bucks that could have been made here. Oh man, I don't know. And look at VIX. Look how perfectly chaotic, but not so chaotic VIX is. We rejected from the megaphone here, which I'm still confused about how it changed position from where it was yesterday, but whatever. This is how it is now. It's rejected from there, powered through the next megaphone, just fell all morning long. Looks like it was going to bounce at what was the previous, oh my God, the previous low. So I need to move this, but that was, it's not current right now, but the current low was, this is from Friday, or whatever, yeah, from Friday. We bounced at VIX's Friday low, came up, rejected off this channel, chop, 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 rejected off this channel again, and and we bounced off of the 3-year low, and I thought that's it, it's going to turn around, and it came back, rejected off this level, and then just powered through, and this is when that option I was looking at here was $10. This is around the time this option was $10, so this is around 2 o'clock, or 1:45, but when I saw this thing pushing back against here, and I thought, is this really going to make another low for today? Is it going to go bounce against the 3-year low, the current low, I mean, or this low, or is it really actually, I didn't think it was going to do it, is it really going to actually go lower than VIX has been in 3 years? And that's what happened. This is now both the current low for the last 3 years and this year, obviously this year's low. So both these lines need to go down. I'm just blown away. So here we go. I'll just do it now. Current low of the year and 3-year low. This is I can't explain it. I don't understand. When everyone's screaming about the economy collapsing, VIX is at a 3-year low. So anyways, I'm not here to argue what the market wants to do. I just need to try and make money off of it. And today offered ample opportunities. If I just focus only on the bullish, I had an opportunity here this morning when we hit 3.68. This was the best trade today. Would have been the best. I had another opportunity here when we hit 24 and went to 5. I forget when that was. I think that was this quick drop down and then rise. Then the second best opportunity was here when I got to $10 and then got up to $40 because I could have gotten a couple options and then went long. And then I gotta save this. And then, of course, this happened just before market close, and then I started my video here again. This is going to be a very long video where I didn't make any trades or made any money, but here as I was talking I said, man, I wonder if I should get in again and see if we can power through. And this thing, you can see, went from 18 all the way up to 60, a quick rally, and then market closes, and I thought maybe I could try one more time and get in. So we are at 15. So it seems to me what I need to start doing is looking at an option instead of tomorrow's going to be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and if 4,300 is the ultimate goal, that would be on SPY, I'm going to guess 431. So let's see what 431 looks like on Friday, which is the 9th, right? Because apparently I can't do dates. I'm an idiot when it comes to putting dates. So by tomorrow, maybe I can afford the 432, assuming we don't rally higher tomorrow. If there's some little bit of a dip or a pullback, maybe I can get in here. And look, so this is the 432. If I chose the 433 today, right, I could have got in this morning at 22 and rode this thing up to 52. It wouldn't be as extreme in the profit because I'm further out in the strike and further out in the expiration. But theta decay probably wouldn't make things as chaotic as if I had traded today. But the initial option I looked at this morning was here. This is the one I've been looking at all day. And again, could have got in here at 22, 23, 24, 25, or even 26. Had ample opportunity this morning. And if I let this thing run, could have made close to 80 bucks today. So, yeah. And look, it's still pressing. It's still pushing. So even though, God, I hate this freaking thinkorswim, man. Even if I put auto zoom, it is auto zoom. It still won't go back to where it should have been. So 15.35. It's the second time it hit 35. If I had gone long, but let's go back to Friday's expiration. Let's look at 433. So yeah, even here today I could have gotten in and sold here for a little profit. And you see how less chaotic it is? It doesn't move as chaotic as ODTE, but still, the volume isn't very great here. But I mean, I'm just buying one option. And yeah, there it is. It's just pushing. So some news must have been released, and it was good news. And this thing is powering away. I wonder which stock is leading the push. Interesting. I don't see Apple. Overall change of the day, I guess, it's Tesla. Tesla's leading the charge, and look, it's still pushing. Anyways, man. All right, this is enough for today.